It's been pretty mild until like
Water
this
and-
week, and it's like 1,000 degrees outside all of a sudden.
And like 40-mile-per-hour winds. I don't know what's going on out there.
Perfect.
Climate change.
Well, and there's like a dust storm.
Yeah, from the Sahara.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Thanks, Sahara.
And there was a nuclear cloud earlier this week too.
Basically, the world's gone.
Yeah.
So just drink mead.
Homemade brews and various how-tos, everything from mead to roast, bake creation, fermentation, inebriation, doing the most.
I was gonna get us wine glasses, but then I saw these cool little mason jars.
We are hipster AF.
Okay, so this is one a lot of people have asked for, and we recorded this video already
In the wind.
in the wind with terrible audio, and then the audio got all borked, and so we're here trying to recreate the magic of the last time we recorded this video. But the good news is these have aged an extra 2 months in all that time.
That was 2 months ago.
I think so. COVID, man. Hopefully the video will be as engaging. So this is the peach mead. This is the peach fruit bomb made with 30 pounds of peaches from Porter, Oklahoma. Shout out to Porter, Oklahoma. This is the Tart cherry mead. 15 pounds of cherries from a neighborhood just up the street. Cherries I picked myself, juiced myself, and it came out crazy tart. So we threw to the YouTube community and we said, what would you all do to finish this mead? And there were a lot of suggestions, and what we ended up doing was adding erythritol to back sweeten and vanilla extract to give it a little bit more of a softness. Now, the idea was not to add a perceptible vanilla flavor. We didn't want it to be cherry vanilla, but we wanted to smooth it out, and that seemed like a quick and dirty way of doing it. This is probably one of my favorite things that I've ever brewed. I took a bottle of this over when I went to the Man-Made Mead house. Shout out to him, great guy, incredibly generous host. And we had a great time. We tasted something, we did a video, we talked collab. He's super great. He really enjoyed this too.
Also, thanks, because now we have to be generous hosts.
Yeah. He set the bar. We'll have to open the bar, I guess. He really enjoyed this, and it's
really good.
It's one of my favorites.
It's not like we haven't tried this before.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's only 12 out of the like 22 or 23 bottles
we've
left.
both had
had to open a new box
plenty.
tonight. It's good stuff. The nose is just like biting into a peach. Like it's that is when you break the skin, when you bite in, that so freaking good.
Yeah, I mean, this just tastes like peaches. It's slightly astringent, and that's why I think it will be interesting to do this with the skins on, because this tastes to me like you're eating a peach, like you're biting into the skin.
Yeah, and the wild thing is it's got that peach sweetness, but this fermented dry.
Yeah.
And there was only a pound of orange blossom honey in here to back sweeten. So not a lot of added sugar on the back end. Beautifully clear. Like I don't know what else to say.
It's just really good.
Other than like doing another test where we leave the skins on, there's not a lot I would change about this.
Yeah.
I think the fruit quantity was on point. I wouldn't want any less fruity flavor in here.
I don't think I'd want more either. Because, I mean, then it would literally just be a bomb.
You might not be able to detect the honey at that point.
Yeah. Which you can barely detect it now. That's why it's so crazy.
I could see wanting to build the body up some.
Maybe maltodextrin. I don't think I would add anything else.
Just a little bit, because it is, I don't want to use the term flabby, because it's not like a flat mead.
And it's not thin either.
But it
That's
doesn't
not the
coat.
right word.
It doesn't coat your tongue. It washes over your tongue.
Okay, but like a lot of like white wines don't coat your tongue either. And this, I mean, essentially what this is, if you want to compare it to something, is like a Sauv Blanc or something. I mean,
Wholeness.
it just depends. I mean,
I'm looking for flaws.
You're splitting hairs.
I'm looking for flaws.
Because, I mean, I can set that there and we could talk for 10 minutes and I'm still going to taste peaches in my mouth.
Yeah, no, the peach lingers in a really excellent
So
way.
I don't think you want it to be like you're eating like a peach Jolly Rancher or like a weird peach gummy bear.
Yeah.
Like,
which I think is an advantage of brewing, even though it wasn't cheap. It cost a lot of money to get that much ingredients, but I think that's the advantage of brewing with fruit, is you get those fruit flavors, whereas using a brewing extract, like the stuff you get from Brewer's Best, any sort of flavoring agents, you're not getting a real peach. You're getting somebody's idea of peach. This one was really interesting because the person that I was making it for, which shout out to her. She got 4 bottles. She didn't want to consume a fermented beverage that had added chemicals. So there were no stabilizers, not even Campton tablets. To sweeten this, then we had to use erythritol because we needed to use a non-fermentable sweetener. The process we did, while kind of unconventional, benefited this mead. You're getting to taste the fruit in kind of a special way.
Yeah.
You know, the only fruit that was added back to this was some cherry juice, but it was added in secondary, so it was a little bit of a softer ferment on that. But all that is to say, the fruit you usually lose the character of whenever it is there for the whole ride, and I really feel like we didn't lose any of the fruity character of these
Not at all.
cherries.
Well, and I have shared this with several people who I would consider pretty hardcore wine snobs. They said, when can we buy this? Like, they want to, like, buy it. Still good.
Yep.
I mean, I have no complaints about this at all. I mean, like I said, it's probably the single best product that we've put out.
I'm so happy with this one, and unfortunately, we've given out. So I gave 4 bottles of it to the family member who was so kind to let me pick through her cherry tree, and then I've given it out all over. We've got 1 bottle, other than this one bottle left.
So I'm going to take this home.
Yeah.
And then the other one's going to hang out.
The other one's going
until
to sit for a while.
we have a reason to open it, I think.
It's so stinking good. And it's so funny to me that this was like, there was such a sense of impending failure with this, but it really, and I think the vanilla is what helps, because you cannot taste it anymore.
No.
But there's a smoothness that was not present initially.
I think the vanilla helps the body. So, feel free to duplicate that because it's really good. You just have to wait for about a year.
If I was gonna try to do the most with this, I would probably stabilize and back sweeten with a nice honey, maybe even a rich honey, something like a mesquite honey, something that's kind of neutral, but it's still got a richness to it.
Brings out a little bit of a woodsy type.
Rather than
Situation.
erythritol,
Yeah.
which is a completely flavor neutral. I guess that's all for this video. Just 2 bottles of mead.
It's kind of a makeup video, to be fair.
Yeah.
We tried.
I'm really bummed that we lost the other one. But here we are, having great mead, having a good time, and finally putting out a video that folks have been asking for a while. And so I will put the link to the original video in the description for this, and I guess I'll go back to the other video and put a link to this video there so people can see the wrap up to this. But thanks, YouTube. We took some of your suggestions. We did a thing. It tastes amazing, and somehow we've got only 1 bottle left.
Because it was good. It was damn good.
It's so good. Really pleased with it. So you can hit the subscribe button right here. See, this is an animated graphic that here, hold on. There we go. Check it back over here. Pretty cool.
That's really dumb, but okay.
If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. We do all kinds of stuff like this. A lot of meads. We're going to do more beer soon.
Yeah, and we're going to do some mead pairings. So.
Yeah, we are going to do mead pairings. I forgot about that. And we have a website, doingthemost.org. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We got all kinds of other stuff coming up soon. And like I said, including brewing beer. We're going to do more of that.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
And leave us comments. That's fun.
Yeah, comment about beer.
Why not?